While Gene Miles copes with his domestic duties, his teammates are training hard in the cold November night. At this level, players can earn up to £80,000 a year. But as Wigan captain Dean Bell knows, it's not a long career.
Rugby league has given me a good life. Without rugby league, I'd probably be, stuck in a factory working all hours and taking home a very small wage. I know at some stage my career is going to finish, and at the moment things are going along nicely. I'm 29 years of age, and realistically I suppose I've got another 4 or 5 years in the game. But all of a sudden that money stops. As soon as you stop playing, how am I going to pay the mortgage? What am I going to do next? Where's the money coming from? Previously, a lot of players they get all this money coming in while they're playing, and a lot of them haven't thought about the future. They've just sort of lived from day to day, and it's been good while it lasted, but they haven't really looked ahead.
Eager to secure his own future beyond the playing field, Dean Bell has been investing part of his income in women's clothing. A fashion shop run by his English wife, Jackie.
Dean and I have just opened this shop, and we've been open about 5 weeks now, and we hope that it will eventually set us up for the future. It could all end tomorrow if there was a serious injury or something, and you just have to look to the future.
Do you worry about injuries?
Yes, I do. Sometimes, they seem to come in spurts where they get a lot all at once, which Dean's had a lot of cuts and bruises and things, but luckily he's not been too injured, with serious injuries.
Injuries are a constant worry, and not just for medical reasons. In rugby league, except for a small basic wage, the player's deal is no play, no pay. And in this game, as Dean well knows, injury is inevitable.
I've lost some ligaments in my knee at some stage of my career. I've had 2 cartilage operations. I've had an operation on my fingers. I've had various cuts and stitches. I've had a hernia, and I've recently had rib cartilage damage. So really, I consider myself to be quite lucky. Some other people mightn't, but there's a lot worse injuries that keep players out for a long time, and I've been quite lucky that mine haven't been too serious.
The time has now come for Maurice Lindsay to open negotiations with the Widnes chairman to buy Martin O'Fire.
Oh, hello. May I speak to Mr. Mills, please? Mr. Jim Mills. It's Maurice Lindsay, Wigan Rugby League Club. Hi, Jim. Maurice. Fine, thanks, mate. And you? Very good. Listen, you can probably guess why I'm ringing. But I don't really have an offer to put to you, but I just wondered what your real thoughts are. Yeah? Yeah, I understand that. But obviously at 700,000, nobody's really going to move either, Jim. I know he's a one-off. Yep, I accept all that, but the fact remains that, at the end of the day, somebody's got to sign a cheque, and when you sign a cheque, you're supposed to have money in the bank. Yeah. Well, look, I've registered our interest. You know that about 8 weeks ago now, we told you that we'd have passed on the Ellery Hanley money straight away. We've actually spent some of that now. We bought Billy McGinty and Neil Cowie. But we could still probably manage $250,000 if it was of any interest to you. All right, I accept that. But whatever happens, we're in. We'd like to keep talking to you, Jim. So if you just keep me informed of how the negotiations are going with anyone, and if we can come out number one, we'll certainly make every effort to. That's great. I'll keep in touch. Thanks, Jim. Take care, mate. Bye.
not in the same spot, is it?
They just stiffened today, oh.
Yeah, but it seems to be sore up higher, like. Thanks, Sam. Up here.
Hey, Morris. See Jean's in the treatment room.
Well, you won't believe it after what he's done, and then when we're doing the warm-ups, he just slipped over and he's hurt his groin again. So he's had his thigh injury, and now his groin's not real good. So he's possibly going to miss this game, and he might even miss another one. I mean, he can't take a trick.